Mars sucks. If you're from Mars, you already know what I'm talking about. If you're from Earth and have read all the glossy travel brochures and watched all the fancy promos, you're thinking I must be nuts. What sucks about swanky hotels and souped-up sand buggies? What sucks about the longest ski slopes ever built and low-G rock climbing where you race up the Valles Marineris like a lizard on a wall? Mars is like the biggest cruise ship in the system. Nothing to do but have fun, 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 and your daddy never takes the T-bird away. Like it says in one of Dad's corny old songs. What's wrong with that? Nothing, for a few weeks. At least, none of the Earthies seem to mind it. They've been coming over like rats to a big red Gouda cheese ever since I was a kid, more of them every year. First it was just the rich ones. Not that it cost all that much money to get them there, but because the cruise lines could charge whatever they wanted to since there weren't enough cruise ships to take everybody who wanted to go. But Earthies know a good thing when they see it, and soon there were a lot more ships, but there weren't enough places to stay once they got here. Can't just dump a lot of over-muscled Earthies out on the sand in man-shaped Ziploc baggies with a bottle of oxygen. Well, I wouldn't mind it, but you sure would use up a lot of Earthies that way. Not enough, of course. Earthies reproduce like rabbits, and not even their habit of tossing nuclear bombs around seems to make a dent in the population. Now, we're building more hotels, and you know what that means. More Earthies. And if you want to know the biggest reason why Mars sucks, you've got it right there. Earthies. On any given day, there are more Earthies on Mars than Martians. Reds and greens together. In the summertime, there can be twice as many, and all I can say is, it's a good thing that summer only comes every 2 years. My name is Raymond D. Garcia-Strickland. But don't ever call me Raymond unless you want a fat lip or you're a teacher I can't hit. I'm Ray to my friends, and to all the decent teachers, too. And don't ask what the D stands for either. I swear, parents can get the goofiest ideas, and I don't care if it is a name that goes back 6 generations in Mom's side of the family. Trust me, if that name ever got out, I'd be having fistfights every day. I was born 5 years after the first 4 people set foot on Mars. You may have heard of it, if they still teach history at your school. I understand they've pretty much given it up at a lot of schools on Earth, but they still drill it into you at Burroughs High. Which is okay. I like history. It's one of my best subjects. Even if I didn't like it, nothing short of an A is acceptable to my mother, who makes sure we get our studying done every evening before we're allowed out.